Hello, it is December 30th at 10:20 at night. This is a tarot card reading for Reddit user Blueeyedjess. I'm using the standard tarot card deck, the Rider-Waite. This is a 7-card horseshoe spread. One of the reasons I really like this spread is that instead of me, the reader, selecting a card to represent you, the querent, it selects one for us and really gives us some insight about where the deck thinks you are and your attitude on the situation is versus where you think you are, where you're comfortable letting me, the reader, know. I really like to request you sound like a really positive, in tune person. The fact that you were able to recognize that you had both bad and good in 2014. As someone who reads for others, I would say relatively often I learn about what others are looking for clarity on, and it's rare that people see the positive in the negative. So I was looking forward to doing this reading. So again, this is in regards to your question. You're wondering if you're going to recover from those negative parts of 2014. So the first card we pull in this spread represents the past, and here we have the Six of Swords. So what this is showing me is that in the past, so in 2014, you really had to learn how to deal with turmoil and especially conflict. So I'm definitely seeing those rough times here, but having those experiences really allowed you to learn about how to deal with those types of situations, and it's really going to open up the way for you in the future, in 2015 and beyond, to be able to meet those kinds of things head on. So it may have been difficult at the time, but definitely a worthwhile learning process. The second card represents the present, and here we have the Queen of Pentacles. And I see here that now your life is relatively easygoing. So I'm seeing that currently some of that turmoil and conflict has probably gone away. Your ability to resolve any conflict you are dealing with or that comes up in the future is going to lead to the abundance and the productivity that this card represents. So you're going to be able to have more abundant relationships and a more abundant life in general because there's less conflict. You've dealt with the conflict from the past, but you can deal with any conflict that's coming up with confidence, which really takes a lot of the stress out of those types of situations. This third card represents the hidden influences, so influences on the situation you may not be aware of or willing to admit. Here we have the Five of Wands, and this card basically tells us that it's time to stop debating, going back and forth, being timid about your emotions. You know how you're feeling about the situation, and it's time to be open about it. So what I think this is doing is reinforcing maybe some of the skills you learned when you learned to deal with conflict. So if there is an issue or there is something that's going on in your life that you are feeling unresolved about, really tune into your intuition. You'll know what the answer is. It's time to put it out, whether it's just being honest with yourself or other people, and it's time to move forward. So that's something you'll definitely need to continue working on. The next card we pulled is the Hermit. And what the Hermit in this spread is showing me that if I were you, I would be open spiritually and open to relationships at this time. I'm seeing that whatever your spiritual practice, if you're spiritual, you may be meaning deity, a spiritual guide, or just a regular old mortal who's going to be able to kind of guide you. Someone who knows how to handle conflict, knows how to express themselves, and is at peace because they have these talents. Someone who can help you down the path that you already began in 2014. So please keep your eyes open, look around you, and really look for guidance from the people around you or new people in your life, or again, that spiritual aspect in regards to this situation. And when it comes to other people, this card represents what other people think of the situation. So here we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups basically represents a new beginning. So people are really seeing the changes. They are seeing the difference between pre-conflict 2014 you who couldn't handle these situations and the new you who can. So people are definitely taking notice and they're appreciating it. This next card represents the advice. So the advice in the situation is the Two of Pentacles, which really has to do with finances. So maybe some of the conflict you had in the past had to do with your own finances or others' issues with finances. And this kind of inner conflict you're having may have to do with finances as well. And what this card is showing me is that you've been having some struggles with money, moving money around, maybe paying one bill in lieu of another 1 month, or paying off one bill with a credit card, that kind of thing. But I do see that financial security is in your future with this card. So just keep your finances in mind and really start to focus on those, if it's not on your mind already, post-holiday season. And lastly, we have the card that represents your outcome, and here's the Three of Cups. This basically is a celebration. It's rejoicing. A new period in your life has come, which again we see here. So what other people in the situation are telling you is true. Both they're seeing this new phase and the fact that I'm seeing that you will have some kind of guide coming into your life. So definitely focus on your relationships, which is also represented in the fact that we pulled more cups than any other suit. Cups have to do with relationships and emotions. So definitely look at that. But I would also keep an eye on your finances as well. Oh, of course, we pulled the Two Pentacles, which represent finances and stability. So I would just keep those in mind as well in the upcoming year of 2015. So that was my reading for you. Thank you for letting me read, and I hope you enjoyed it.